Hey guys, it's Stefan from Lush and Salty Aquariums. Alright, so a while back I had a whole school of celestial pearl danios, aka galaxy rasboras. There's one there, and it's gone down to just these two. I guess that's the bad news, but the good news is these two are absolutely a spawning pair. The male is the more vivid orange finned one, and obviously the female is the fat one. And they're absolutely dropping eggs in this cluster of healthy Christmas moss. And they're essentially the only other fish in here, save for catfish and otocinclus, which are, and the catfish are, look at them spawn, they're going crazy. Now that's definitely spawning behavior, and the male and female are absolutely in their prime. You can see the behavior, you can see the color differences, the fact that they're the only two left and that the conditions are ideal. It's all good. My concerns are the pygmy cories and these shrimp, these mono, or sometimes I think they're actually another strain, but I bought these shrimp as a mono, but I'm pretty certain Godzillas like that are gonna do a number on whatever eggs these guys drop. I keep hoping beyond hope that one or two will survive if these shrimps are predating on them. The only chance I have that the shrimps are not predating on them is while they're omnivores, they're absolutely vegetarian first, and there's tons of vegetation for them to eat in this tank. Happily not disgusting algae all over my plants or glass, but all kinds of biofilm, and I feed algae wafers, and of course in betwixt and between all of this plant and driftwood, there you see a huge rhizome from the Anubias plant. There's mulm, and you see some ball algae there. That's a little piece of what do you call them, marimo balls, the little algae balls they sell at Petco. I have some in there, and you see some glorious cherry shrimp, and then these big brown amano, I think, shrimp, and just a ton of cherry shrimp. So if they're eating the eggs, well, this video is basically a requiem for my celestial pearl danios, because there's a shit ton of cherry shrimp in here, and they can spawn all they want if they're just making Cheerios for all my shrimp. But maybe they're not, and maybe if I was a real nerd, I'd isolate them and do all that. But I mean, they're so happy in here. This is not the first day I've caught them mating. They've been engaging in this behavior for several weeks, and I don't know what happened to the other galaxy rasboras. My guess is these two just said, get out of our love nest, and one way or the other they were dealt with, because I haven't seen one since. Now, unfortunately, as you see them just go nuts with the spawning behavior, I wish I could literally see the eggs drop. I haven't quite, I don't believe I've seen that yet, but everything but. As I was going to say, there's one lone female Endler guppy in here. It just happens, it got in here. I had a few babies in here for shits and grins a while back. I cleaned them all out when that idea got old, but one is in here and I can't catch her to save my life. Now, she could easily eat teeny tiny celestial pearl danio fry, but again, I feed these fish and there's a lot going on in there, and Endler females are not particularly aggressive, especially when they're by themselves, and it's a juvenile still. Anyway, thoughts, wonderment, questions, concerns? What do you think of this awesome little tank and the mess that's surrounding it? Yep, here's the shrimp feeder being dried after a cleaning, a brine shrimp maker, and then all my tools. Yeah, I know, it's not exactly befitting the Eichler home I live in, but my wife puts up with it, and I love her for it. Here's a quick finish look at this part of my fishy world. in the height of summer, you see all those plants, and you see a lot of baby fish where I have live bears, and then of course Ma and Pa here doing the nasty. Okay everyone, ciao for now, and remember,
Always keep your hands in the tank.